Yeah,
Got
very,
the job done, but
very quiet. There was never really any comfortable parts, was it? I think, fair play to Bristol City. I think they've been the bravest team that have come here so far. They left 3 for 3 at the back, and I felt, we got two goals up, probably because of how brave they were, but the quality that we've got up there as well to play against them. Team has got through twice and scored 2 goals, and I thought, for 20-25 minutes we were good, but then I just felt probably the scoreline affected us too much, and I thought we dropped off it too much. They moved the ball well, but we never really got up to the ball because we were quite comfortable at 2-0, and that's not like us and not what I want us to be. We've got to, in this league, make it difficult for teams when they come here. We've got to, do them hard yards and sprint and get in people's faces, and I felt, a little bit of complacency in the first half.
was that a message at half time? I mean, obviously just before that, as you say, that spell there, I mean, you made quite a few midfield tweaks, didn't you, positionally wise, but then at half time, did you have to reiterate what you wanted from the ball?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I felt that they were bypassing us down the right hand side too much. I felt Sam could have jumped a little bit more, but if he didn't feel he could jump, then make sure AJ or Todd, who was in front of him, didn't jump and keep them in front of us. But the ball went backwards too often, and I didn't see us move up any yards. And the pitch was too big then to control where the ball was without it, and that was the biggest problem really.
As you said, you can see what they've given sides plenty of trouble. Why they've come here with 4 wins and a draw. They commit bodies, don't they? They overload all the time.
Yeah, they do, and it wasn't anything that we didn't expect. As I say, they were brave. They were on a good run of form themselves. But we've got some quality within our team, and I just thought it was a game also that I think the way both teams pressed at times, there was a load of unforced errors on the pitch. They've made one for our second goal. We've made a number. We've just blind passes inside, and I thought both teams could have been better on the ball.
What about the build-up to their second goal? The Aarons and Sinani. You think that's a foul all day long?
It's a foul on Max, yeah. I mean, he's pulled him round the neck and pulled him over. The referee probably felt it was in a bit of a blind spot as the opposite side to the linesman. But having watched it back, it's a definite pull back. But then we've still got to do better. Nacho's got time on the ball. He's not looked over his shoulder, and he gets robbed, and that should have been a penalty. But then the referee plays on. And they scored the goal. But we've still had chances then to make it 4-2 and didn't. So an entertaining game for everybody, but certainly not one for the nerves of the coaches.
As we said, 6 straight league wins. That's not to be sniffed at any level of football. But I think you're 4 points clear of third now. I mean, you won't be getting carried away, but you must be delighted how things are progressing results-wise. Yeah,
definitely, and it's. I'm disappointed with the performance, but I've not lost sight of the fact that it's 3 points again. I've been in this game too long to know that you can play well and lose at times. So, to get that winning mentality that we've got at the moment, we need to harness that and continue that.
An injury there for Grant at the end?
Yeah, no, 5 minutes into the second half, he felt his shoulder and he had some painkillers, but it was bad enough for him to ask to come off with 10 minutes to go. So we'll see how he is. Obviously, we've got an able deputy in Beg Gibson as well, but he's been playing well, so worried about that.
No Angus tonight as well.
Yeah, no Angus pulled out of training yesterday, so we had him had a scan on his knee, and it doesn't look anything too serious. So he's had an injection. He'll be out for 5 or 6 days.
Just wanted for a tour, sort of not game related, but before the game, very touching tributes to Her Majesty. I mean, just a word on that. Yeah,
then. I think everybody in the whole country is seeing the outpouring of not just emotion but pride in her life and what she has done for this country, and the way she's led the country as well. And an awful lot of respect shown here today at the game.
Final one from me. The club confirmed the news that Atanasio is going to join the board. He said in his club interview he'd met you when he came over that time. Just your thoughts on that? Yeah, first impressions were really good. I've worked with an American owner obviously before, and funny enough, he owned a team in Milwaukee as well with the Bucks. And he'll certainly be a welcome addition to the football club. It was right for all parties, and we can't forget
the 25, 26 years that Michael Folger has put into this football club as well. But it's great news for everybody, and we're all looking forward to working with him. Cheers.
You mentioned Timu after the Coventry game and how important he is. It's worth reiterating though just how effective he is at this level, isn't it? 2 chances, 2 goals in that first half. And how fortunate are any side in this league to have a player of his quality?
Yeah, we're really fortunate. We know how good he is. There was no panic that he hadn't scored, in the first 4, 5, 6 games, because we know that he scores goals. He makes some really good runs. He's a really intelligent player, and you saw he could have scored 3 tonight. And we've 3 chances, but we are blessed with the squad depth we've got at the moment. I've got Josh Sargent, who's played up front and scored goals and done really well. And I've got Jordan Hugel on the sidelines as well. So we're in a really good place at the moment.
Have you made those substitutions sort of midway through the second half when it looked like you were sort of struggling and the atmosphere was getting a bit tense? Put on Hernandez and Gabistaro, what was your thinking behind that?
I wanted a little bit more pace and tempo on the pitch. I wanted to put a bit of fear in them with balls in behind, and Al does that certainly. And I thought Gabby came on and done well. He's looking better and better in training and pushing for the place now. So I just felt that would give us more legs on the pitch at that time.
So I've taken quickly back to the sort of Championship striker we all recognise. That must be really encouraging for you.
Yeah, but it doesn't surprise me.
You knew he was going to get back into this form.
Yeah, listen, he wasn't out of form anyway. He just didn't have enough chances provided for him at times.
You said you weren't pleased with the performance. Bristol were currently 4th in the Championship, or they were before kick-off. How pleased were you to see that your team can win against a side that's been doing that well without even playing their best?
Yeah, no, really pleased with the result. Obviously, there's lots of things we can do better as a team, and to keep developing, and that's our job. Keep developing. We're unbeaten still at home now, and we've got another big game on Saturday against West Brom. So, as long as we keep learning from, where we don't quite do so well and put it right, then I'm sure we will. Cheers.
Can I just ask from a Bristol City perspective? A lot of people wrote them off before the season. How impressed were you by their performance today?
Yeah, I was impressed with them. I've been impressed with a couple of games that I've seen over the weekend as well. So, I'm watching them, but it doesn't surprise me. I've known Nigel a long time, and very good coach, knows how to develop a team and build a team, and they've got a good system, and the front 3 are a handful for anyone. Cheers. Thank you.
Everyone.